you're doing is so important, reassuring the taxpayers. And with that, for our witnesses, for each of you, Ukrainians have every reason to make sure that American aid and military supplies are used correctly, not just because if it's abused, the aid would likely not continue, but because American aid is saving lives. It's saving the lives of Ukrainian civilians, women, and children. It is preventing the country by being overrun by war criminal Putin. I believe that if there were abuse of American aid, that sadly that would help Putin, and that's not a good way to be popular, obviously, hopefully, in Ukraine. So what attitudes, as y'all have visited with the people in Ukraine, what is the level of care that you see for American aid?
So I'm happy to start. When we were over in Kyiv, everyone with whom we met, up to the Prime Minister, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Finance, the Prosecutor General, everyone expressed an understanding of the importance of transparency and the importance of addressing corruption, and I think a realization that first of all they need to do that to save their country. They're in a war. And secondly, they understand the implications they indicated to us of not doing that in terms of international assistance for their country. And so we heard that message consistently from the very highest levels. The Prosecutor General was back in town the next week, reached out to a number of us to meet again, and I had a one-on-one with him where I talked specifically about the importance of addressing corruption and ensuring that's done in a meaningful, transparent way. He indicated he understood that. Just for what it's worth, in the world of small coincidences, I actually worked in a prior life when I was a prosecutor representing the Department of Justice as a resident legal advisor to assist the people of Ukraine in addressing corruption, and went back there to help them write their anti-corruption package of legislation. And so I've seen the evolution that's gone on. They've told us they're committed to it. But having said that, we're IGs, we're in the trust but verify business. And so as Diana said earlier, we're going to continue to engage to make sure we're getting the information we need to do oversight and to make sure that they are in fact accountable.
Indeed, thank you for your efforts. And this has got to be reassuring to American taxpayers that 64 different reports, 39 different IG requests. And indeed, when I was in Kyiv in December, the very first group we met with were the anti-corruption organization. And so there's every effort to avoid anti-corruption. And hey, what a classic case, Zelensky himself.